Hi dear ones, good morning. Welcome to Social Science class. God, our Creator, has stored within our minds and personalities great potential strength and ability. Prayer helps us tap and develop these powers. Written by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. With this thought, let us start our class. Today, we are going to continue the same lesson which we have learned last day. Lesson 9, the British Raj and the First War of Independence. But before we start, let us recap what we learned last day. Are you remembering what I taught you last class? Yes, we learned about the establishment of the British Empire in India. The British traders established the English East India Company to trade with the East. They bought mainly spices, cotton, indigo and silk from India. Dear children, now let me ask one question. Yes, whom did the British defeat in the Battle of Plassey? Yes, Sirajud-Dowla, the right answer. Sirajud-Dowla, the ruler of Bengal, was defeated by the British at the Battle of Plassey in 1757. Is it clear all of you? Okay. Today we will be dealing with the First War of Independence or the Revolt of 1857. What do you mean by the word revolt? Which means to rise against, disobey authority or to rebel. A sense of anger against the British started growing among the people in India. This growing unhappiness and anger finally led to a revolt or uprising in 1857. This revolt came to be known as the First War of Independence or the Revolt of 1857. Now let us discuss about causes of the revolt. They are political causes, economic causes, social causes and immediate cause of the revolt. Firstly, we can discuss about political causes. Many kings and nobles lost their titles or positions and territories when the British expanded their power in India. This made them and the people of their kingdom feel bitter and resentful. Nana Sahib, the adopted son of the last ruler of the Maratha Empire, and Rani Lakshmi Bai, the queen of Jhansi, were two such rulers who lost their territories. Is it clear? Okay. Then dear children, now can you say the names of the rulers who lost their territories? Yes, Nana Sahib and Rani Lakshmi Bai, the right answer. Now let's move on with economic causes. Before the coming of the British, India had a thriving textile industry. The officers of the East India Company started using unfair means to get rich at the cost of the Indians, and soon there was discontent among the Indians. The farmers in India were forced to grow crops like indigo and cotton, which provided the British with the raw materials needed for their factories. These materials were purchased at a very low price, and thus the Indian farmers became poorer and suffered while the British flourished. The mill cloth made in the British factories were sold in India at a much cheaper rate and was also of better quality. Thus they were preferred by the people. The Indian industry suffered and workers became poorer. The Indian farmers, traders, workers and even the rulers were angry and dissatisfied with the British rule. Next we can discuss about social causes. The unwanted and evil customs that prevailed in Indian society when the British began ruling India. Sati, the caste system, untouchability, child marriage, ill treatment of widows, and the killing of female babies were some of them. Dear children, now look at this picture. Here you can see the picture of Sati. So what do you mean by Sati? The practice where a woman was burnt alive on her husband's funeral pyre. Now you can look at these pictures, caste system and untouchability. Do you know what is caste system? A social system practiced in India in which people were divided into 4 castes or groups based on the work they did. Over time, some castes began to be considered as upper caste and some as lower caste. The division led to the unfair and unjust treatment of the lower caste. Now look at next picture, untouchability. The practice of considering the touch of the people of some caste as polluting. Such people had to live away from the rest of the society. Now you can look at this picture. Ill treatment of widows. What do you mean by that? Widow, a woman whose husband has died and who has not married again. The British tried to stop some of these practices. Many Indians saw this as an unwanted interference in their religious matters. These were some of the reasons for the growing unhappiness and resentment amongst the Indian people, and it finally led to the revolt of 1857. Dear children, now can you say the name of evil customs that prevailed in the Indian society during British rule? Yes, Sati, caste system, untouchability, ill treatment of widows, etc. Now I am concluding today's class. Let us summarize what we have learnt today. The British made unjust laws and unfair means to get rich at the cost of the Indians. This made the Indians angry and dissatisfied with the British rulers. This growing unhappiness and anger finally led to a revolt or uprising in 1857. This revolt came to be known as the First War of Independence or the Revolt of 1857. We have also discussed about political causes, economic causes and social causes. The last one, immediate cause of the revolt, that we can discuss in next class. Okay? Thank you.